I feel like it's been a while since we've watched like a good tournament. Apparently there was one or a couple over the weekend. One in Mexico and one in somewhere in Europe because Glutonny's involved. So hey, first we're gonna watch the Delfino Jam. Some good matches happened here. Cosmos versus Guilheww. This was in top 8. Actually, I'm curious as to see who made this top 8. I feel like if there is one person who's, I don't know the results of this set, but if there's one person who's going to lose to Kirby for really no good reason, it's probably Cosmos. To see who made this top 8. I feel like if there is one person who's, I don't know the results of this set, but if there's one person who's going to lose to Kirby for really no good reason, it's probably Cosmos. And apparently Leo.
Guilheww against Cosmos to see who's going to face off against Val within the Winners Finals, kid. Take it away.
Yeah, this is going to be so cool to watch. I've been excited. I mean, we saw a dynamite banger.
I'm always curious to see how Guilheww does.
Make it to this point in top 8 winners side, but Guilheww
against like the non-Mexican players because he plays them a lot, I'm sure.
Screen right now, but yeah, this is
but also just Kirby against like good players. It's like,
12 months.
What am I to expect?
A little bit more of a resurgence in this game play. Obviously, you know, last summer top 8 at
oh wow,
a little bit aggressive right there. You know, really coming.
He's just not letting him even get close to the ledge. I didn't think that's how you're supposed to guard Kirby. I don't think it is. Cosmos would never lose to a Kirby Copium. It's your first message. That's hilarious. Mostly
because you're afraid of getting reversals, but Cosmos understands where it is safe to throw.
I wonder which one would you rather have in this matchup? Kirby, I'm sorry, Mithra or Pyra neutral B if you were to swallow?
You know, Cosmos has been
I would assume Pyra. Because like Kirby's floatier, he could probably edge guard with it.
Mithra can do, right, with that staggering speed,
but he's also just fine.
Really good normals.
Otherwise, I feel like you don't want either. I feel like you probably just don't swallow and just keep the command grab.
Just going it with a storm right here. So let's see how that's going to work out.
But if you had to pick one,
very smart coming
probably Pyra.
Or Mithra, and that you're going to get stoned down.
You know, Kirby's kind of like a little mini Pyra Mithra himself.
So very, very smart by Guilheww.
Minus the speed.
About, right? Like, this is the
he's got fast hitboxes. He's got hard-hitting hitboxes.
So often coming in
that's all they are.
As much matchup experience against Kirby.
My opinion of Kirby keeps going up, not going to lie. Does it have anything to do with this guy's results?
Yeah, 100%.
Surely not. Damn, he's making a comeback.
The backer, that move is so hard to DI.
I'd say on paper, he just probably does get in the matchup. You, Cosmos. How many times are you going to try that?
We are down to last stocks, and right now, this has been just a set so far. Neck and neck. Can we find a
good recovery? It's a scary one to do. You have to like do something like unoptimal. Really like that aggression coming in from or is it technically optimal because you got backstage?
Guilheww was in a position in order to be able to take his stock very early on. So what he does is that goes on the offensive rather than staying on the defensive and being scared.
This warrior is going crazy.
To not only, you know, at least for the rest of the set from what I'm expecting.
I was about to say, really? No punish? You just threw? You ever think about how lucky you are that he just doesn't have a kill throw? He's just thing Sibo. It's like a Zero Suit kill throw that kills at like 190 to 200. Except they're way better at conditioning grab and they don't have a tether. Imagine Aegis just had Rob down throw. Oh man. I don't want to imagine that, Void. I am surprised at how Cosmos is like recovering so well. Successfully, I suppose, is the proper term to use. Because he's either SDing at 30 or saving his life at 30. You know what I mean?
And abuse them at the same time. No, how you gonna go down?
What an optimal SD. I call those assisted SDs, where there's like
adequately, right? Because
it's like, what are you doing over here? Why are you doing that? He's like dying. He's like, okay, I'll go Mithra. Saved himself a switch when he got back. He did everything wrong, truly. Boom, boom, boom. Boom.
Oh man,
Cosmos, not like this. Oh, he's losing to Kirby. Oh, it's so over. Oh, he's air dodging in.
And that is costing him so.
Doesn't matter where you live, Cosmos. You will American air dodge whether you like it or not. There's no running away from it.
If you could DI out of the.
Oosh!
Oh my God! Wait. Who was he searching for?
What the? That's like, was that even a good option? Oh, it's Cosmos being a head thinking he can down air it. He's like, oh, my character, I paid for this character. This should be fine. Die. Oh, he tried that. Oh yeah, you have been rolling out on everything, and thank you, down and.
Definitely one of them.
You're dead.
Say stuff. Yeah, that's it. You're gone.
So not Town and City. PS2 went way better, or wherever you started. I actually don't even know. That's it, Cosmos. Go Inkling. Stop going mainstream stuff. Stop SDing Cosmos. It's either a normal SD or an assisted SD where he's just doing something he should not, and then he explodes. He's getting exposed again. I'm curious, like, what is stopping him from just nairing over and over? That's what I want to know. Aside from him getting his ass beat.
So definitely gonna opt to get a more static.
I see. I see. So you ran into Forder by doing run up shield like you're playing Smash 4. Got your jump red. Got your air dodge sniped. You're cooked.
Yes.
Oh, that was. He has 0%.
How many more? Guilheww, Cosmos, connect your controller, man. Goodness gracious, Guilheww just not letting him play at all. And we're finally seeing some percentage on the board.
All right, Kirby's top 1. Did you go next?
Just ball right here is out of this world. Who would have thought that Kirby, of all things, being a total of 8 centimeters high, is going to bring so much destruction.
What is this dude talking about?
This is just unprecedented overall, and Guilheww is playing this super well. We're going to see a third one. No. Oh, for a moment, I thought we were going to see the downer once again, and that could have been Kern's 37% exclusively on.
Like, okay, okay, that's just a true combo. How do you do that one?
On Guilheww, going to see the downer once again.
I see him hit it like all the time. I can't do it myself.
Exclusively on Guilheww.
Full hop. It looks semi-delayed, and I don't even think I saw it fast though. Well, I definitely did. I don't know what it was.
Find these opportune moments in order to find scenarios right here. Guilheww still finding those combos. If you hold in after that border, it's basically a free regap right there at 0. So, you know,
he's just not nairing. He just doesn't want to win. He's not throwing out any hitboxes. Kirby's a little bastard. Just hit him. Woo, baby. Yeah, okay. That would have been an awesome way to just lose. That was very Cosmos fashion.
Why not, right? Why not go for the flashy plays that are
Dude, Guilheww just absolutely destroy. Like any top player he beats, he just destroys them on the last games. Did you get an air to air there?
Very strong in his own right. The Nair
Did he just SD on purpose? Look. I think Cosmos. A little rage quit over here. Look at the diamond in the top up here. You see this? The mini?
Very strong.
Look, it stops. And then he just like, I'm out. He just goes to the right. He definitely lived that there and then decided he didn't want to play anymore. As sneaky Cosmos, you thought we wouldn't see your silly little rage quit, but we know. Do I want to watch 27 minutes of this? No, not really. He's playing Greninja. Oh, God. I will watch only the last game of Kirby versus Steve. I want to see why this is so unplayable.
Here at Delfino Jam.
Nice. All right, I figured it out. He can't outbeat TNT. What are you supposed to do? Can he eat it? Can you eat the TNT? I feel like that can't be good for your diet. Whoa, he tried to eat a little setup over there.
Manny has been letting those rip.
Kirby got loops.
And finally, the down smash. There is.
Would they be the dupes because it's down air loops?
During that stock, so it's gonna be.
May I have the dupes, brother?
Why
Why does he not use the copy ability? Do you know how fucking hard it is to hit that move against, first of all, against a good player. Second of all, against a Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, Manny doesn't let the lead get too out of hand, and he just keeps, you know,
also, like, I feel like most of the copy abilities for Kirby are trash.
And that's kind of why I feel
like very few very few matchups I feel like you really want the copy ability.
It's enough to consider him to have won the game at that point.
Because, like, more often than not, you probably just want to have the command grab on deck instead of whatever bull move that they have.
Kirby's consistently dying, you know, sub 80, sub 90, sub 100.
And it sucks, too, because, like, you also have to use that move against them. So, like, we'll say, like, Zelda, for example, like, he keeps trying to do this, like, shield break looking setup. Like Zelda, for example, like, I feel like I would want that move against, like, other characters, but I don't want Zelda's neutral B against Zelda. That's just useless.
Crazy thing to
actually, that's not entirely true. You can, like, reflect Knight and stuff, but then she just reflects it back and then you look like an idiot, you know? So, like,
or relatively even-ish versus Steve.
Maybe a bad example, but I'm right on some,
can definitely stay
in some ways.
Inch Steve how to just or chip away at damage.
Kirby with blocks is really good. He can also plank.
Right now,
no, planking is fucking useless because he's not getting materials.
Let me tell you that.
Oh no, Kirby's getting wood and dirt to place down. Who Who cares? When Steve is mining, he's getting iron and like diamonds and other useful stuff. If a Kirby starts planking me, I'm totally okay with that, especially if I'm the Steve player. That's kind of exactly what I just said. We're like, yeah, blocks are like good, but I don't want to plank versus Steve because he's just gonna farm materials.
Take a game. In order to just take a game.
Dude, he just has to run at this guy. He's got like no disjoints. He wants Rob down tilt so bad. You see how he's just mashing it?
You just have to be super careful. Any stray hits potentially. He's making it work. But what can you find here? And can Manny just retaliate accordingly?
Ooh.
This is so scary.
Chat's time. Oh, you got your dash caught. Another one worth watching. Guilheww vs Susu. Oh, great. More Steve. My favorite. So this is like the newest up-and-coming Steve player. Fuck this. Oh, not the bike immediately. He just ate the TNT. Oh, we are in for a epic one, ladies and gentlemen. This matchup just has to be like very bad for Wario because Wario doesn't ever want to approach. There are 0 situations where like Wario wants to approach unless he has like waft. But like Steve getting diamonds is worse than, or getting materials in general is worse than you getting waft, which is crazy when you think about how good waft is. Susu's also like, if he isn't considered already, he's probably going to be like one of like the top 2, top 3 Steves. Because he knows how to do the bullshit better than probably any top level Steve. Uh-oh, are you punished? That was untackable? No way. A cola syrup Susu? Maybe? Yeah, maybe. It depends. Because like who were like the other contenders? Like Onin? I don't know. I feel like there's like a handful of like Japanese Steves, but I don't know how good they are. Mia? We're not counting Mia. He's not a Steve main. Oh, that's just the true combo. That's insane. That's insanely broken. Like this is Kazuya levels of horse malarkey, dude. Because look, the nair. I'm sorry, the down tilt just straight up clanks with the nair. Actually, it won. It clanked and then it won because it's a multi hit, and then he just got forward smashed. Crepe is still really good. Oh yeah, true. I forgot about Crepe. Expressionless. Directional air dodge off stage into die true combo because you don't have bike. Yeah, he literally like just used bike, or he like just broke. I'm honestly surprised that no top players have picked up Steve. Honestly, me too. I mean, like there was like a time, right, where like Riddles was playing him for a little bit. I think DeBuzz demoed him for a little bit, and like Aaron was like, he won like the coin box, the first coin box where this character came out, right, with Steve, like Steve and Rob or something. And then he just like didn't stick with it. Time for me to pick up Steve. They said top players would. We don't count. We weren't a part of that question. It's so crazy how you can like this. Like if I'm Gluto, right? If I'm Gluto in this situation, I'm like, okay, I see one up tilt. This is a total 50-50, right? Because this guy's either like going to minecart because it is strong, or he's going to keep up tilting like a chimpus wimpus, and I'm going to F tilt and it's going to work, and he is none the wiser. Because this situation probably comes up often for them. And like, Gluto knows the F tilt's going to work. It probably works more often than it should. Playing him is weird, and our main complaint is he doesn't play real ultimate, so it's hard to have your skill actually translate to playing Steve. This is going to sound bad, but I genuinely think that like, I can't think of like a nicer way to word this, but I feel like being good at Smash does not mean you'll be good at Steve. In fact, I think it makes you worse. Because like I think if you genuinely tried to play the game with Steve, you are probably worse off. If you try to like pretend that there is like a call and response or like a player interaction when you are playing Steve, you are just wrong, and you shouldn't be doing that. You should just be pretending you're a raid boss and then thinking for like 10% of the match. 20% of the match, and then just like going back to like raid boss mode. I'm just gonna try and kill someone on every interaction, including me getting hit. That's the Steve I want to be. But you know, if you were to play Steve, that you wouldn't be able to do that because at the end of the day, you're a thinker. That's the problem. And that's why I feel like a lot of people don't want to play Steve. At least like as far as like top players switching to playing Steve. This is awesome. Me locking in Joker for the billionth year in a row. I'm a thinker. It's literally like the Mario said, I'm a chuckster. And it's just you playing neutral. Look at how fucked up the situation is, and it's one that shows up a lot. And then I've seen this happen like at least like 4 times already. But like you have this situation right here. Like if you are Gluto, back air does not kill here. In fact, it might be techable. I doubt it's techable at this point, but it is an option. If he was facing the other way, forward air would just get you killed because he would tech and then like minecart or like forward air or whatever, some Steve stuff. Get punished regardless if he forward airs. Neutral B is what he did last time, and for some reason it was untechable, so I'm thinking that is like the next best option. But this is all assuming that Steve doesn't just roll in, right? Because like the smartest thing for Steve to do here is just stay there and just like start forward smashing or something, or like back airing in place because it's strong. You know, like if you hit him, if he guesses wrong, he hits the block, he gets backboarded and he's fine. And like I said, in some situations, he can just get a complete reversal for getting hit and then just kill you. So like most top players are just like, okay, there is like almost 0% chance that he does like roll in here. He's just going to stay in this area. Or maybe minecart out is like the next level in mind games. So this situation is awful to deal with if you're Gluto. And he has to interact with this setup like so often. This matchup cannot be good. In this late game alt meta, it's kind of wacky to swap to Steve just for the next game to kill him. Also, you probably need to change button layout because you kind of want jump and special on shoulder buttons. Is that true? I actually don't know. I can't verify if that's true or not, but most people don't really have like trouble with that kind of stuff. I feel like that's not like a good enough reason to like not want to play him. I've also mentioned before, like, people used to talk about Pikachu and be like, damn, if only a good player picked up Pikachu and not Esam, this character would be top 1. And that's just not the case with Steve. It's like, if a top player picked up Steve, they would not do better. I also feel like what I'm saying is like, what the hell is he doing? This guy's a genius? He's a genius! I wouldn't do that. Personally, I don't think you could convince me to do this. Because I just watched this dude recover from the blast zone doing this. I wouldn't think that... We can't see his material bar, but I feel like if he had down air, he could have recovered. Fuck this. Why does he eat the TNT? It's not doing anything. TNT takes literally so long to blow up. Okay. If Wario was DLC, that bike falling would have had a hitbox. It gives waft? I don't know. I know eating stuff does give Wario 1 second off of waft, but I don't know if that counts for like... Oh wow, things that explode. What percent did he explode at? 44. 44 for getting jabbed. This is the most broken move in Steve's kit. I don't care. Minecart's broken, Downer's broken, all of his other shit's broken, but jabbing out of shield in either direction, and then it combos into this fucked up move? Thank you, Gold, for the boosted frame data. No. Okay, he should have died again, which again is crazy. Was it off the same move? I fucking hope not. No, it was a grab at 20. Oh, I was gonna say that point that I was making about like top players like picking up whatever, like there is how many Steve players? There are like, I don't know, like over double digits amount of like Steve players that perform well in bracket. Only one of them is capable of like, actually 2, I guess if you count Mia. I barely count Mia because he plays like 99% Game & Watch. Anyway, capable of playing multiple characters. Steve players generally just play Steve, obviously, because he's like one of the best characters. Right? That's the smart thing to do, is to really just solo play Steve. And you're dead. Die. Did he fall out in air and die for it? Oh, he did. That is somewhere in New Jersey or wherever Tweak may be at this very moment. He saw Wario Nair hit. His opponent fell out. Bashed up tilt, died. That is awesome. Tweak is actually punching air right now. The gold is back, baby. Akola Aegis Syrup Ness. Those are like counter picks though. Like, I count Syrup because like he goes Ness as like a plan B, and he also like does it for multiple matchups, whereas Akola literally has only played Aegis one time successfully against Spargo, so I don't count that. That's like saying me as a Mii sword fighter player. Like, no, he's not. Get that shit out of here. Pluto dying there made me cancel my Smash 6 pre-order. No, Smash 6 will be good, I promise. It's also not even announced. Wait a minute, what do you know? Jeez! Pluto is just outplaying him, holy.
On arrête la rolling, up vert, tout bois. Les 2 stocks d'avance pour le Glutonny.
Oh my god. That was nasty. What? How did that even end up happening? Nair, up air, read the air dodge, up air, up air, up air, back air, ouch, back air, ouch. Sisu doesn't even look like he's trying. Wow. That was a fucking sham of a grand finals. Sheesh. The fact that he went for that, I would have never. I mean, he was up 3 stocks to 1, and he was goofing off. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.